This is about Girl Scouts and the founder, Juliet Lowe. Facts about Girl Scouting. Girl Scouting started on March 12, 1912. The founder was Juliet Gordon Lowe. The birthplace of Girl Scouting was in Savannah, Georgia. That's also where the headquarters are found. And it's amazing. You should go to Savannah, Georgia and look it up. This is really cool. Girl Scouts in other countries are called Girl Guides. Facts about Juliet Gordon Lowe. She was born on October 31st, 1860 in Savannah, Georgia. She died January 17, 1927 at her home in Savannah, Georgia after a long and private struggle with breast cancer. She got the idea of Girl Scouts from the Boy Scouts founder, Lieutenant General Robert Baden-Powell. I don't know how to pronounce this. Whatever.
Lieutenant General Robert. Let's just call him that.
It's Lord Baden-Powell. That's what we say. She held the first World Camp meeting in the U.S. for Girl Scouts and Girl Guides on May of 1926, with 456 people from 30 countries held at Camp Edith Macy. Juliet Gordon Lowe is actually supposed to be on the Titanic.
Well,
What are
I'm
the
glad
odds?
that she wasn't.
Wow.
She changed her mind and decided that she wasn't going to go visit her friend. So I don't think if she had done that, there wouldn't have been any Girl Scouts. I think that this was a major part in women's rights and what they're allowed to do. So I think without it, we would all be screwed by now.
You might not
So-
even
I
be alive.
planned that.
I don't know. We would all be screwed. Girl Scouts is amazing. Fun facts about Juliet Gordon Lowe. Her nickname was Hurricane Daisy because she was a ball of fire. She would always come home with certain animals she would rescue animals, bring them home, and she had over a bunch of.
So she does what she does with animals, what I do with rocks.
She collects them. She
All right, yeah.
helps needy animals.
And takes care of them.
But it was later changed to Crazy Daisy. She actually used to slide down her stairwell. It would go, because it went like this, and it would spiral down. So
I think a
that
lot
was
of people do
pretty-
that. It's fun.
she was a spitfire. She was crazy. A couple years later, she went deaf. You know how you're at a wedding and you throw rice?
You have a type where it says she went deaf.
Autocorrect. Super autocorrect.
I hate autocorrect. It was honestly autocorrect's fault. Screw autocorrect. Anyway,
Continue.
so like you know how they're throwing rice and stuff. She got a piece of it stuck in her ear. She went to the doctor to get it checked. He punctured her eardrum, which caused her to go deaf. So she went through more pain and suffering, and she went deaf.
In short, you
And
cannot
both
win.
ears?
One ear.
Just one. I think
Yeah, it was in her right
it was
ear.
in her right ear. I
Number
was
one.
thinking left, but I knew it was right. Cause just like that. I need cookie time. 1910s. Girl Scout cookies had their earliest beginnings in the kitchen and the ovens of girl members, with mom volunteering as technical advisors. The sale of cookies as the way to finance troops' activities began as early as the 1970s.
17.
Ugh. 1917. 5 years after Juliet Gordon Lowe started Girl Scouts in the United States, when the mistletoe troop in
Muskogee.
something, Oklahoma.
Somewhere in Oklahoma.
Yeah, somewhere baked cookies and sold them at its high school cafeteria. They would-
Oklahoma watchers, please comment how to actually pronounce that.
Continuing.
They would actually sit in the kitchen cooking one cookie at a time and selling them one at a time. Not like blocks now where there's like 20 plus. So, yeah. Your face though. 1920s. In July of 1922, the American Girl magazine, published by Girl Scouts of the U.S., featured an article by Florence E. Neal, the local director in Chicago, Illinois. Miss Neal provided a cookie recipe that had been given to the council's 2000 Girl Scout. She estimated that the approximate cost of ingredients for 6 to 7 dozen cookies would be 26 to 36 cents. The cookie, she suggested, could be sold by troops for 25 to 30 cents per dozen. Throughout the decades, Girl Scouts in different parts of the country continued to bake their own simple sugar cookies, which their mothers would help them from the community. These cookies were packaged in wax paper bags, sealed with a sticker, and sold door to door for 25 to 35 cents. Now we can't go door to door, but I'll get to that later. This is this is the original one. It's called a trefoil. Everyone's like, I want the shortbread cookie. It is called a trefoil. That's the main cookie that first started the selling of cookies. So, recipe. I haven't tried making it though. I want to, but I haven't tried it yet. 1930s through 1950s. In 1933, Girl Scouts of the Greater Philadelphia Council baked cookies and sold them in the city's gas and electric company windows. The price was just 23 cents a box of 44 cookies, or 6 boxes for $1.24.
I wish we could go back to those prices.
Me too.
Yes.
Back to the Future.
Then I wouldn't be so broke.
Girls developed their marketing and business skills and raised funds for the local Girl Scout Council. A year later, Greater Philadelphia took cookie sales to the next level, becoming the first council to sell
Commercially.
commercially baked cookies. So they advertised them.
Yay!
1940s. Girl Scouts cookies were sold by local councils around the country until World War II, when sugar, flour, and butter shortages led Girl Scouts to pivot. I can't read. Selling the first Girl Scout calendar in 1944 as an alternative to raise money for activities. So that's what you do. So now today is, if you're from kindergarten to 5th grade and you get a certain amount of cents per box, so that all the money that you raise and stuff goes into one account. Whereas now when you sell, when you get to middle school and higher, it goes into each girl's account. So so that girl can pay for one thing and then the other and then so forth and so on. Anyway, 1950s. After the war, cookie sales increased by 1948. A total of 29 bakers were licensed to bake Girl Scout cookies. In 1951, Girl Scout cookies came in 3 varieties: sandwich, shortbread, and chocolate mint, now known as Thin Mints. There's also something else in different counts, but we'll get to that later. With the
With the advent?
of suburbs, girls at tables in shopping malls began selling Girl Scout cookies. So like you would ask to sell Girl Scout cookies in front of, like, let's say today's grocery store or the bank or somewhere else. 5 years later, flavors have evolved. Girl Scouts sold 4 basic types of cookie: a vanilla-based filled cookie, a chocolate-based filled one, a shortbread, and a chocolate mint. Some bakers also offered another optional flavor. I don't know what flavor that was because it didn't say. forward to today. You still have the old original cookies, the trefoil, the old original cookie, the trefoil. You still got the sticks that have been around forever, it seems like. And then you got some new flavors, like s'mores. But rumor has it that in next year, Savannah Smiles are going.
Which one is Savannah
The
Smiles?
lemon ones. They were sold as a different kind of cookie way back when I was like in elementary school, and then they turned into like an Oreo lemon chalet, which is like it was vanilla cookie with the lemon part on the inside. Now they're back to the same ones, but
Just a warning, I'm pretty sure if they get rid of the Savannah Smiles, they might have a riot at my household of 3, a riot of 3.
we've been selling them good this year.
I hope they don't
but
get rid of them.
There's rumors. I'm not saying that they're gonna go, but there's rumors because they came out for the 100th year. They came back for the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouting. Prices are now $4 per box for some cookies and $5 for other ones. The recipes have actually changed over some kind because there's different kinds of manufacturers that make them. Like one of my friends, one of this random guy, he was like, I don't like the Do-si-dos anymore. That's because they changed the recipe and the manufacturer. I don't know how stupid they are to do that because they got the trefoils all screwed up and now no one really likes them. And then next thing you know, they brought it finally back. This is the Girl Scouts Make New Friends song. We sing it in a big circle and you put your right hand over your left hand. And then there's like this thing called the squeeze. And someone's secret starts the squeeze, and then when you get squeezed, you put your right foot in, and then you gotta turn out, and it's very annoying with shorter kids because then you're just like, I'm screwed. I'm not doing it. I'm just way too tall for you guys. I forgot to add one picture, but this is all mine.
All of your badges and
This is my front. This is my Daisy one, which was preschool through kindergarten. And that's the back of it. See, the front ones are the badges you earn. The back one are the patches, like the fun stuff that you do. This is my brownie one, which was 1st through 3rd grade. My junior one, which was 4th and 5th. And this one, I keep all through the rest of my years. I used it in cadets all of middle school, and I used it for senior, which was Dusty's past 2 years, and I'm an ambassador. I was gonna add a picture of me in the cookie box, but I forgot to do that. I was telling Stephanie about it, and I forgot to do it. But this is my little sister in the box.
Oh, that's the picture.
We started the tradition because my mom put me in a thin box, so I decided to put her in a thin box. Why not?
the similarities between your sister's smiles and the spaghetti face smile of my old baby picture is quite scary.
Which is really scary is I'm adopted. Me and her look the most alike in my family. No, me and my brother do too. Everyone swore we were twins. I mean, yeah, we're 3 months apart, but we looked like twins.
You're in the same grade.
Well, I have different DNA.
I understand.
There's psychology with that. Just
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Any questions? Any questions? Anyone? Yes.
So I looked up the price. So you said like in 1933 the boxes were $124 for 6 boxes. So I converted that to like how much money it'll actually cost today, and it turns out that like if you bought those boxes to like if you took those boxes from 1933 and transported them into the future today, they would still cost $4 a box.
Dang.
Because the price went up 50 cents each year.
And yeah, 'cause that's like
I
so.
remember when they were
It's like
$3.
like what that means is that the prices are growing because of inflation, not because
Yes.
they're actually getting more expensive,
That's
which
just
is great.
because I'm old, but you know.
Did you find that one like